It's the most popular beverage during this holiday season. Really super easy to make at home. 2 ways to make it. I'm going to make it the safe way, which is the cooked eggnog. So, ingredients are basic. I have just a few things here I'm going to go over. I'm going to put in a pint of half and half. You can use whole milk. And I'm going to put a cup of heavy cream in there. So that's going to basically heat up, and just before it becomes a simmer, we're going to make a little magic with that. The egg part of the egg yolks, eggnog, excuse me. Separate the eggs, 4 eggs, put the yolks here. We're going to whisk it with 1/3 of a cup of sugar, okay? The egg whites, separate container, and we're going to mount those at the end and fold them in. Now I'm going to whisk this really fast. You can do it in a stand mixer at home, but I always like doing this because I always like to do the choo-choo train. You want to get these to be a very, very light canary yellow color. When they're all like that, they're going to be ready to roll. And what I want to put in here to infuse this a little bit before I get going too far is a little bit of fresh nutmeg. Now, in my opinion, nutmeg is a huge part of the seasoning. The other part of the seasoning are these 3 bottles in front of us. Now, I prefer a very good rum, nice, flavorful, caramely, rich rum, like that one right there. And again, we're only seasoning it with it. There's 2 ways to handle the rum and the alcohol. One is to put it in and cook it out, so cook the alcohol out so it is purely a seasoning, so it's kid-friendly. The other way is to put it in after it's chilled down, and then it'll have a little bit of a kick to it. But I'm only putting 3 tablespoons in this whole mixture. So I start with rum, my favorite. Sherry, if you like something a little bit sweeter. I like the PX, Pedro Jimenez. And also the most classic seasoning is actually bourbon. And I love this Woodford. Just completely balanced and round and a good value for the money. Yeah, again, never can be enough fresh nutmeg in there, but I've got enough in there to get her started. Just stir that up a little bit. See, it's nice just before a simmer, okay? Just before a simmer. You don't want to char it, boil it, anything like that. Now just a couple tablespoons in here because I'm going to temper out my egg yolk mixture. So that just temper it out just a slight bit more. Should be good. Feel the bottom of the bowl, starting to warm up a little bit. Perfect. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is heat this slightly. I'm going to put my egg mixture in here very slowly while I'm whisking it. This is almost like the base for an ice cream too, by the way, or creme anglaise or anything of that nature. Get all the ooh yeah goodness from the bottom of this bowl right in there. Don't want to miss a thing. Get my heat back on just gently. And I'm going to just bring that up just before a simmer again. Ever so slightly because I want to cook those egg yolks out. And that kind of creates a lot more of a stable thing for the holidays. It's a lot safer and there's a lot less risk. Now you can do all of this raw, the same exact thing I'm doing here, but no cooking. If you want to blend it all together in a Cuisinart or a stand mixer or a blender, it would work just perfectly. So I'm going to get that heated up, and then I'm going to put my ladle in here. When it kind of creates a nice, I draw my finger across it and it kind of creates a nice thickness, it should be done. The egg whites are what you fold into after the mixture is already chilled down, and you want to fluff it up and make it kind of frothy and creamy. This is what this is for. So we're going to actually mount these up to a soft peak, and then we're going to put them in the refrigerator. Everything goes in the refrigerator, and then you kind of fold or whisk it in after everything's chilled down. So I have a couple about a tablespoon of sugar, something like that, exactly. There we go. Okay, so we just heated this gently. Now you can't simmer it because that'll break it out. It'll make it a lovely sweetened bunch of scrambled egg yolks. Not so good. So I took that mixture and I put it in an ice bath or in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. So this is an ice bath, and I just stirred it gently every 3 or 4 minutes just to kind of make sure the contact with the ice is there. And once it's chilled, it's almost ready to go. I did the same thing once I finished my egg whites to a soft peak. I put these in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. Now I'm going to fold them in and finish everything up. Before I put my egg whites in, I'm going to season with my favorite seasoning, which is a nice, rich, flavored rum. Now for this amount, it's not very much, but you can put 1 to 3 tablespoons in. I'm going to go light because I don't like it real boozy, so I'm just going to put 1 tablespoon. And no more than 3. That's just like salt or anything else, just a matter of seasoning, okay? So now we're going to stir this up. And we're going to fold these 4 soft peak mounted egg whites. Look at how fluffy that's getting. Whoa. Oh yeah, baby. It's just the ooh-yeah goodness right here. And that gives you that nice foamy quality at the top of the glass. For finishing up the folding, make sure you scrape down your sides, and you can see how fluffy and like ooh-yeah that is. Ready to go for your holiday cheer. Alright, last thing is fill your glasses. And let the parties and the reindeer dances begin. The reindeer games. The pièce de la résistance, of course. That last thing you want to do is just a little bit of ground nutmeg right on top. Happy holidays!